This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Spartans about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Central Michigan's offense will have the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The short hands, it's Lewis. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They want to run it left here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Chippewas look to keep this drive humming. The option look. Just ran over it. Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most. There's going to be times in this game, like we've seen throughout his career, when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Spartans get enough for the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on him.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Spartans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get down.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Return brings it out to the 32. And your San Jose State Spartans will take over.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
and try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
I think that time offensively, you just try to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got it in the middle. It's Temple. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Another incompletion on third down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Lots of running room. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Setting up the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Chippewas will snap it on first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Labus. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This is a big play in this season opener coming up right now. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Starling. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to throw. It's Matthews. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in San Jose than you have? A captivating game so far.
The Chippewas will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Trying to get it to the mark. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, I like that. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Dropping back, it's Matthews. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Chippewas will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive numbers.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for room. It's Townsend. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Got room to work. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. The sure hands, it's Lewis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Back to throw, it's Lavis. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Chippewas have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Spartans are in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass, it's Matthews. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Spartans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Snap in the shotgun. Battered at the line and incomplete, and that's a great way to play pass defense if you can get the pressure.
That keeps the score. Central Michigan, 13. San Jose State, 11.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give and tick, 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 tick. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Chippewas will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the quick grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Second down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to pass. It's Matthews. He's got it. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. This for the lead and very likely the win. And he missed it. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there.
And these are hard moments. There's a lot of plays that decide football games. But when you're on the field and you've got a kick to win the football game, and more importantly, not to lose it, and you miss it, God, that's a tough moment. I feel really bad for that young man.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. And a short run there, and that'll end it. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. It's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.